Yo, 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 yo. What's good? What's good? How's your ball? Oh, here? Back? Good. Great. Fantastic. Nobody cares. Uh-huh. Groovy, baby. Groovy. We're here. I got matches. Gonna have me a good time. Yeah. Nice. All right. Got myself a fresh apple. We'll smell that. Let's smell that. I got myself a cigar for tomorrow. Let me tell you something. A great classical cigar, and it might be a Cameroon cigar. You forgot about that. We're going to do a review tomorrow of the Toro 6x49. Careful with that wrapper. This is the Partagas, classic Partagas. I'll smoke that tomorrow. What great cigar. What a great cigar. What a great blend. If you like Don Carlos, if you like Hemingway, if you like Cohiba Red Dot, well, this is not as strong as the Red Dot. Might be as strong as the Hemingway, but um, depending on the size, they make a little Corona size of this that's on fire. Uh, but be careful with these tubes. These metal tubes, there's a cedar liner inside, but with this delicate Cameroon wrapper, very easy to break. And gonna get right to it. We got the Liga privada, but it's the Flying Pig. Now I haven't had the Flying Pig in a long time. Now, the guy at my local shop in the edge of Wilkes-Barre or Plains, Pennsylvania, um, he gave me this cigar for a deal, $10. A $10 Liga Privada, not even a regular size, the Flying Pig. For $10, that's a good friend. That's a good friend. That's a really good friend. That's a really good friend. That's a good friend. I'll take it. I'll take it. You don't got to cut off much. My goodness. Anyways, where's Sacco? Where's PG? Where's all my homies at? Where are they at? Hey, what's up, Glitch? How's your balls? Glitch, are you glitching? How you doing? All right? How you doing? All right? You all right? Ryan, how's your balls? Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. We get a nice breeze flying up my front chocho right now. Nice. Nice breezy. Wowza. Wow. That wind is picking up. I might have to close the windows to light this thing. It's got a slightly closed but open foot. Jeremy, how's your balls? We're going to toast it up a little bit, but not too long. It's got that little kind of an open. Wow, that wind is blowing my match. Wowza. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Shit. Uh, that wind blew some of that fucking smoke right up my nose. Shit. Wow. That was a weird accident. Ugh. Ah. All right, wind slow. I got to close the window. It's ridiculous. As soon as I lit the match, I got a cross breeze. Fuck. Excuse me. He said, unboxing a Tatuaje Havana. Hope you have a good time. My goodness. I'm fucking lighting up like PG tonight. Everything's going wrong. Fucking wind blowing my shit, sneezing, fucking my lips are dry. Fucking real fucking California homosexual experience. Hey, how's everyone doing? Ryan says his balls are great. Thanks. People need to stop toasting feet with torches. Yeah, bro, you're gonna ruin the cigar. Well, it doesn't matter really ruin the cigar. It matters ruining your experience. You don't just smoke a cigar, you experience it in the moment, but you experience it more afterwards. You don't just smoke a cigar is an investment in memory, okay? Like a movie or a song. There's the moment you've never heard a song before, never seen a movie before, but once you did, it's in your memory, and you might want to do it again, like Terminator 2 or Rambo. Watch it again. So a really good cigar that you connect with, you're going to come back because you remember that memory. So you smoke a cigar now, so you remember it in the past, so you smoke it in the future. I'll say it again. You smoke a cigar now, so you remember it in your past, so you smoke it in your future. Yeah, Jeremy, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that, Jeremy. You cocksucker. Jeremy giving out great advice tonight. Where's Sacco? I don't know if it's the fucking cigar. Like fucking, it might be the fucking cigar. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But every time I puff on this thing, it's like my lips are fucking like there's a glue on this thing. It's like fucking. I think they put more glue than normal with this odd shape here, and it's like fucking chapping my lips. I'm sounding like a homosexual in a fucking parkway giving a $30 blowjob. Oh my goodness, my lips are chapped. Yeah, thank you, Jeremy. Ryan says, yeah, but people shove that flame. Yeah, we know all about it. And today's cigar advice, today's cigar advice was brought to you by today's cigar advice was brought to you by Jeremy. Jeremy, reminding people, uh, reminding people to keep your torch lighter away from the foot. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy with cigar advice. Also, guys, next at 10, Jeremy's cigars were delivered today. Crisis averted. The nuclear war is over. Yay, Jeremy got his mid-tier cigars. Wow. Wow. Congratulations, Jeremy. Nobody cares. Congratulations. I think it's 4x60. That's a fantastic cigar. Now, with this, see, I always talk about when you make a cigar skinnier, you will generally get a more intense version of the same blend. If it's like 52 and you go to a 48 or a 46, you're generally because the delivery device is the cigar, and the more tight something is, the more you feel. I don't know if you know that. If you've been with a woman who's been around, you'll feel less. But also, the shorter you go with a cigar, distance is lost. If someone lives 10 miles away versus someone who lives 5 miles away, you're probably more likely to visit that person. They're closer. Or someone who lives in half hour away versus someone who lives 8 hours away, right? The point is, though, you don't, when you smoke a cigar, the cherry it starts at the end of the foot, and then the smoke has to travel through the cigar. So the cigars also, it delivers it internally to you. Um, the point is this: as that smoke travels, some of it gets trapped in the filler. Is always lost, and the more distance you have, is more loss. Does that make any sense? So the more distance you have, beginning of let's say 8-inch cigar, well, that smoke's got to travel through 8 inches of filler and binder to get to you. I can't stress it enough. I can't stress it enough. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic cigar. I can smoke it. It's really deep, dark, chocolatey, but still has a nice sweetness to it. It's a good, deep, dark chocolate note. Really going. Um, it probably feels a little darker and maybe a little stronger than like a regular Liga, and that just might be to that short size. So think about it, when you light this one up, the smoke doesn't have to travel that far, and not just less loss. So because the smoke doesn't have to travel that far, there's less. It has to go through less filler, right? So more of that smoke's hitting you, right? But also, um, time. When the closer you get to your face, as soon as you puff on it, it's already there. If that makes any sense. So it's gonna also appear more intense. Like when you're drinking alcohol, as soon as the alcohol touches your lips, like it pours out of the glass, you can already taste the alcohol. But with a cigar, you have to puff, and it's not like you puff and then magically in that same exact moment, the smoke hits the end and hits your mouth. No, it takes time, whether it's a millisecond or 2 milliseconds. It takes time to travel through the cigar. The point is, though, the longer cigar you go with, and the tighter the draw, and the wetter the cigar, it's going to have a delay. And that little delay on every puff throughout a cigar, I'm telling you. So the shorter you go with it, it gets right to it. It's kind of like fucking on the first date. We're not wasting any time. Do I think the regular Liga number 9 overall might be better in a sense as far as it's a little more balanced than this. When you go to this is a drastic size. Fat and short is a drastic size for a cigar. Is this still a great cigar? Oh yeah, and it's a nice one-off version of the regular Liga. Whether you go 5x54 or 6x50 Liga, great sizes. Um, this is a little darker, a little stronger, but I think that's due to that shorter size. I'm listening right now to a homeless couple argue how they hate each other. She said, "I hate you." We've been The woman said it's a homeless lesbian couple, and the one woman said to the other woman, "I hate you. You've been bitching all day," and they're yelling at each other. The woman with the hood is the more angry one. It might be a more feminine man. I don't know. Yeah, Papa's Fritas is a good time, but this is better than Papa's Fritas. Oh shit! I've been asking about Uncle Larry a few times ago. I don't know what happened to Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry better be okay. I haven't seen him around. I haven't seen Uncle Larry around in a while. Good call on that. I asked for him a little while ago, a few episodes ago, but you're right. Um, I don't know. I know they hide my channel a lot, so maybe he's not to see me live. But I haven't really seen him making comments. But this is fantastic. So if you're wondering, should you try the Liga #9 Flying Pig? You're gonna have a great time. But it's not the same exact cigar. I don't care if they say it's the same blend. You change it to this elaborate size. It's like a double perfecto 4 by whatever 60. Due to that shorter size, you're getting blasted with a lot of smoke fast because there's not much distance. There's not to travel that far. And as soon as you puff that cherry, it's already in your fucking face. A lot of smoke. So it's a heavy medium to full. It's probably 75 to 80% darkness. So it's going to appear a little stronger and a little heavier than the regular medium full, than the regular Liga #9. The regular #9, though, it's a less dark chocolate. It's more of a sweeter chocolate. Look, the regular Liga #9 is a little more beautiful and a little more funky because with that Brazilian tobacco in the Liga #9, you get a little bit of that funkiness. This feels really not funky. I don't know what they did with the size, how it changed it, but it almost tastes like there's no Brazilian tobacco in this. I'm going to be dead serious. So this feels more like a classical dark Maduro cigar. Which one do I like better? I like them both. I think the regular Liga #9, though, you can't go wrong with the classic. And I like the regular, like 6 by 50 is my favorite Liga #9. However, though, this flying pig, I can smoke this the rest of my life. I'm gonna have a great time. Rich, dark, sweet chocolate, plenty of black pepper. There's a little bit of red pepper flake coming, not a massive amount of red pepper, no, but it's got good complexity on it. Slight little bit of earth, um, a little bit of charred wood, but all the flavor combined. It's a rich, heavy, dark cigar, but with nice sweetness and a good amount of spice. But it's just quality. Liga #9, no matter what size it is, it's great tobacco. Is it for you or it's going to be your favorite cigar? I can't tell you that. And if you're paying gouge price, if you're paying $30 for this, you're getting gouged. I'd say market price for this should be around $18 to $25. It's a limited edition, and yeah, I appreciate that. But it is what it is. Well, I don't know what happened to fucking Sacco. I thought Sacco was my friend, and I don't know what happens to the day. What happens to the day? All of a sudden it's like 10 o'clock at night. I felt like it was just 3:30. What did I do today since 3:30? Well, what did I do? I'm kind of house sitting for a friend because he's away. Not house sitting, but I went and fed his cat. Gave the cat food, more food. Gave it water. There's a piano in his house, so I played piano for the cat. The cat's name is Charlie. So I fed Charlie. He already had food, but I gave him more food, more water, gave him a treat. I played with Charlie, and then I played piano for Charlie about 20 minutes. Charlie likes it when I play piano. And then I left Charlie, and then I was cleaning some guns afterwards in my place. Then I cleaned up my apartment again. I like to vacuum and mop, disinfect everything on a regular basis. I like keeping my apartment spotlessly clean. I don't like filth, and my apartment's never filthy. But I like to clean it every day. I'll take 10 minutes. I'm by myself. I keep that shit vacuumed, swept, mopped, disinfected, fucking nice. I keep that shit fucking fresh. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I don't even know what to say, Brian. That's terrible. And then after that, went to my local spot to have some dinner. I went to my cigar shop for about an hour, bullshitted, talked with the guys there. Then I went to the gym. And now I'm here. But it's like the night just, when you're on your own time having fun, it just flies. Well, I also want to tell everyone right now, I'm going to be 42 years old. You really should be eating your prunes. You need to eat 6 prunes every morning. You got to eat. The key to life is the keeping. You got to eat prunes every day. It's gonna keep you feeling younger, feeling stronger. You have more energy. But picture like you eat food. It's like a sewer system. Well, picture prunes as like liquid drain. You're clearing things out, and so you need to be eating prunes every day, especially the older you get. Can't stress it enough. It's not a joke. Let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna be dead serious. You gotta be eating prunes every day. You gotta be eating prunes every day. 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 Every day eat your prunes. Maybe do some bare knuckle boxing. Yeah. Don't be a bitch. Be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. I'm almost fucking 50 years old. What do I know, right? What do I know? Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Be a bitch. I don't know, do something. Better use your hands. You never know when you're gonna need them. I'm not talking about jerking off. Can't stress it enough. The Opus X Lost City is a great cigar. However, though, and I'm going to say this again, Opus X City is a great cigar, but it's not as good as regular Opus X. It's not as good as Angel Share Opus X. It's not as good as the Obscure Opus X. In fact, Lost City Opus X is not as good as any other Opus X. That's the problem with Opus X, with Lost City. I said it before. Like Lost City's not a garbage cigar at all, but Lost City, it kind of it but but you can still have a great time with it. Yeah, I'd rather smoke the 20th. Well, here's the main thing about the Lost City. The Lost City Opus X, don't they grow the Lost City in the off season, that tobacco, correct? The reason why they got the name Lost City for Opus X was they were filming a movie, but I think the movie was about Cuba. But what's his name? The guy who played in Godfather 3. He's actually Hispanic, but he plays a lot of Italian roles. What's his name? The guy from Godfather 3. He played Michael Corleone's bastard son. Anyways, the guy in Godfather 3. The guy from Godfather 3. This is gonna make sense. Andy Garcia. Thank you. Andy Garcia was playing a movie about Cuba, I think. And they wanted to film, ironically, in Dominican Republic, but it was the off season. So what happened? They grew some tobacco. They grew some tobacco in the off season in a different spot or whatever the fuck for the movie Lost City. So they want to use in the background. And then I end up using that tobacco to make a different version of the Opus X called the Opus X Lost City. So you could thank Andy fucking Garcia for that cigar. Now, of course, it's going to be different. They're growing it in the off season. So it's not better than it's the reason why they have season with cigars when they grow. However, though, it's not a bad cigar. You just don't compare Lost City to the other opuses. Look at Opus X Lost City as kind of like a standalone cigar. Then you might properly enjoy it. But I would take a box of regular Opus X over Lost City any day. Unless if I said, you know what, fuck it. It's going to be something different. So you take that with a grain of salt. Prices didn't go up. The value of the dollar went down. I could not foresee this thing happening to you. If I look hard enough into the stepping stone, my love will land with me before the morning comes. I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want them to turn black. I see the girls go by dressed in their summer clothes. I have to turn my head and feel my darkest gold. I gotta tell you right now, this cigar in this size is stronger than regular Liga Privada #9, and I think a lot of do that is perception. This shorter size, getting into a 4-inch cigar, and they packed a lot of tobacco in this little 4-inch size. Um, he gets right to it. This cigar, the Flying Pig, is not messing around. Right now, it's about 80% darkness, and it's a heavy medium to full. So it's pretty strong and it's pretty dark, but it's enjoyable. It's quite smooth. It doesn't have the funkiness of like a regular Liga number has. So whatever it is, it feels more dark, chocolatey, earthy, a lot of black pepper, some red pepper spice, and a lot of charred wood. But I got nothing bad to say about this thing. It's fantastic. Fantastic. Perfect draw, perfect burn. I might hold the ash. Next at 10, a fisherman is at sea. Also, he brought a woman. Guys, I don't know what it is about women on boats, but there's something so magical about being out on the ocean. All right, KB. Could you shut the fuck up about Opus X prices? You got a beautiful piece of chocha there. Think about something happy. Opus X price. Then don't fucking buy Opus X. Fuck Opus X. I mean, I'll say that about any cigar. If a cigar is too gouged, I'm not paying for it. Who gives a shit? Let's think about chocha. Let's think about chocha. Let's think about chocha. Let's think about chocha. Oh God! Once I was filled with desperation, a solitary man. You gave me hope and inspiration, like only true love can. Now I believe in what you say. I'm 10 feet tall. This girl don't need no explaining. She got it all. When I'm down, you know, I don't look these pictures up. It's right on TikTok. You could show back Chocha. I don't look this shit up. Women post this stuff up on TikTok, and TikTok approves of it. Before it was back Gucci. Now you got front Chocha. It's allowed. It's allowed. I don't look this up. Yeah. I'm not even mad. I don't know. Whatever. Sure. All right. Stop and smell the roses. I don't know. TikTok is wild for this shit. TikTok is wild for this shit. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I don't know how TikTok gets away with it. I don't know how. TikTok does crazy shit. You know what I'm saying, though? Crazy stuff. But I'll tell you what. That's better any day. I'll take that. I'll take that over this. Yeah. Yeah. I like the last picture a lot better. I'm not down with Thomas the Train. This is Thomas the Pain. Oh no, Thomas! What happened, Thomas? Coming this summer, Thomas the Train's caboose is getting packed in an action-packed summer adventure. Thomas the Train caboose. I don't like looking at this. Oh my goodness, God! Could you give me something else? Anything? Anything, God? Oof, oof. All right, let's get some girls from some restaurant or something like that. Oh, that's nice. That is some nice choach. I mean, really. God bless. Hold on a second. Hello. Can I give this to you guys? God bless you. God bless you. Anyways, there was three old ladies that were all like homeless, and but they were pushing their friend in a wheelchair. And look, when I see like a grown man that's homeless, yeah, there might be some mental health problems, but society has no mercy on that. And in a way, like helping him is not going to make it. It's like Buddy, you got to get back out there, or like just go live in the woods. When I see old ladies that are all homeless, like they don't have I mean, fuck, like they can't defend themselves. I don't know. I don't know how the fuck these things happen. I don't know how you're old and homeless. That's got to be rough. That's got to be rough. Anyways, so gave him $5. Anyways, he says, yeah, Ryan, yeah, Ryan, yeah, Richie might make that his background. No, this is Twin Peaks. Let me tell you something. Twin Peaks is way better than Hooters. Twin Peaks has got top shelf chocha. That's top shelf. That's top shelf. This cigar is going great. This cigar is strong. It's dark. I'm gonna drop that ash cheroot. We ready to drop that ash. Copious amounts of smoke. 80% darkness. It's rather strong, rather heavy, but it's a great time. I still think, as far as a balanced cigar, the Liga number 9 is the classic. But the Feral Pig in this shorter size, it makes it darker and stronger. It hits harder. So do that whatever you want. I like them both. If I had to choose one, I think I would go with Liga number 9. I don't I don't necessarily need a cigar to be 80% darkness or and then like almost full strength. It's just it's I'm not saying this is gonna kick your ass, this cigar, but it's a good percentage darker and stronger. The interpretation, right? Because with that shorter size, it's hitting you so much faster. And so even it might be the same or less nicotine content than a Toro, but perception, the perception of this shorter size hits harder. Yeah, Papas Fritas for $7. Look, Papas Fritas is not bad. Papas Fritas, I would smoke a Papas Fritas with like a cheap beer or something like that. If I was drinking a beer, Papas Fritas is fine. But I don't look forward to smoking a Papas Fritas like as like a good cigar night. Papa Fritas is the leftovers, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I would smoke Papas Fritas like as a second cigar of the night, or if I'm gonna have a drink or something like that. So, anyways, next at 10. I don't know. Everyone left. What the hell is this? Toilet cameras. Toilet cameras? Is this real? He said all you can eat wings, $17 on Wednesday. He ate 55. Holy shit, Ryan. You need a whole box of prunes. You better blow out bro, your colon is backed up. 55 wings whole for $17. You put them out of business. You're blacklisted. They don't want you back. You ate 55 wings for $17. I hope you left a tip. My goodness. Well, next at 10. I don't know what this means. Well, bags of chips now in Louisiana are the same price as minimum wage. These bags of chips are going for $7.25. I can't stress it enough. Like, this society has collapsed. You can start paying people in bags of chips. What is this? Prison economy? Things are going pretty great, huh? Things are going pretty great. Great, great, great. Next at 10. My family record is 50. Holy shit! Yeah, Ryan, how big of a shit did you have the next day? I'm impressed, but I couldn't do 55 wings. I like wings. The most I could do is maybe 20. That's a lot. I mean, God bless though. Also, oh my God. Uh, guys, morning after pills, $4.29. I can't stress it enough. They are trying to lower the population by any means necessary. AI is here. AI is replacing jobs. They don't want people having children. $4 morning after pills. Guys are dumping loads for $4. I have known people that bought these before, and they're $49.99. $4. $4. Bro. Stopping a bastard child for $4 is cheaper than a bag of chips. Next at 10. Potato chips more expensive than an abortion. Next at 10. Wow. $4 morning after pills. Next at 10. Holy shit, Rambo. This guy's up there with 90, 135 pounds on his nuts. He's got to be a good 12 feet in the air, climbed the rope, and he is doing pull-ups with 135 pounds around his balls. Ah, salute. Alpha male. Look at this guy. I see a lot of problems in the future, though. Broken back, torn shoulders, torn ankles, damaged knees. I don't know how you're going to get down, buddy. Dude, if he slips, imagine, oh my God. Imagine falling even, what is that, to the floor? 8 feet straight on your knees, on your ankles, with 135 pounds that's going to go crushing steel into your nuts. This guy's got a death wish, and I salute him. I salute, buddy. Oof. I hope it was worth it for the clout. The cigar is fantastic. You know, if you want a stronger, darker version of the Liga that hits harder, I think it's fine. I think, if actually, it's great. For me, it's going to be a solid 4.7. An amazing cigar, but I still think I'd go with the regular Liga number 9 overall. But I think this is a good one-off. I would consider this like a one-off of the Liga. I wouldn't say this is the same experience as the Liga number 9. But the Flying Pig is a great time. I think this is a great time. It's just, I would probably smoke more of the regular Liga, but this is a great time. The Flying Pig is a great time, bro. It's more intense, it's darker, it's stronger. Well, next at 10. Well, people against circumcision. Oh, not in Pennsylvania. Dude, you come to my shop in Pennsylvania, Toro. You could get Toro 6x50 Ligas for $14.99 a cigar. And every $200 you spend, you get 20 bucks. So if you bought 10, if you bought if you bought 15, if you bought 15, you could buy 15 Liga privadas for, do the math, 10 is 150, 70. You could buy 15 Liga privadas by me for $225 and then get 25. You could get 15 Liga privadas by me with 20 bucks off for $205. You do the math. 15 Toro Liga privadas for 205 bucks. That's not a bad deal. $400 seems kind of high. But yeah, there's no tax here in Pennsylvania. Apparently, it's cutting off a lot. A lot. I don't know. I don't. This picture makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't know what's going on with the news here, but they're calling it circumcision amputates major parts of the penis. Apparently, it's cutting off the something muscle, a rigid band. There's glands in there. Um, I wouldn't know about this because my father was born in a barn, and he said my sons are going to have when they. My father used to say when they came and said, "Okay, you want to circumcise your boys?" My father said, "Well, yeah, me," and then my brother later on said, "No." He said my son's keeping his whole penis. And I want to thank my dad for that. I got the real thing. I got the real thing. I don't want that shit cut up. Next at 10. We already seen that, but thanks a lot. Well, DWI in Texas now for being caffeinated while driving. Next at 10. Wow. Imagine getting arrested for driving caffeinated. You got it, bro. Come to Pennsylvania, man. Holy shit. Come to Pennsylvania. We got the best prices. Yeah, bro. You want to know how much I get a Neho shark for? When I go to Cigar International, every I think on the first Friday of the month, they have the Fuente and Neho shark. And with my veteran discount, I pay $12.60. I'm going to say that again. I get a Neho shark, a shark Anejo, for $12.60. I don't know what to say, but I like it. I like it. And watch out if you're drinking caffeine and driving in Texas, you might get in trouble for being caffeinated. Wowza. Next at 10, we got some holy shit. I'm not going to lie. That's the scariest thing I have ever seen in my entire life. This woman is demon possessed. This woman needs to be put in an insane asylum. This was a video and she made me feel really disturbed. She needs multiple exorcisms. Who would do this to their body? Oh my God. I can't imagine the smell. You know how much open wounds she has in her mouth? Yeah, it is quite incredible. I can't believe the human body could do that. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's quite scary. Oh my God. I have never heard of that kind of piercings. Does she even have any teeth? She doesn't have any teeth. She pulled out over her teeth. She's got some fangs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. How do you even sleep at night? That is satanic. Dear God. Wowza. I can't get down with that. I can't get down with that. I could get down with the Liga Privada Flying Pig. 4.7, amazing cigar. I guess you could say box worthy if you could find it, but I didn't pay retail price. The guy knows me, and I said, "How much is this?" There's no price, and he was the owner. And I gave that guy a lot of advice how to run his store because he was like he's not Indian. He's from not the Arab Emirates, but somewhere near the Arab Emirates, Dubai, somewhere around there. But he was more of like a stoner kind of guy. His family owned the business. But I said to him, I said, "What are you doing with your store?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Why?" I said, "Who set up all your cigars like this?" He's like, "Why? What do you mean?" I go, "Let me tell you something. This cigar, you have some decent selection, but your cigars are set up retarded." I told him. I said, "First off, you got to keep the brands with the brands." He had, let's say, Partagas, right? He'd have some over here and some on the other side. Let's say Liga or Drew Estate or Steve Saka or Fuente. The boxes were just all over. I said, first off, keep the brands with the brands. That's number one. Number two, put the top shelf brands on the top shelf and put the cheaper cigars on the bottom shelf. Keep the flavored cigars in one section. Do that, and you're gonna do better business. Well, he did that, and he appreciated it. He's like, "Yeah, we organized, and people are more happy." You can't just you can't just like have random shit everywhere. You got to get organized with cigars, you know. So he did. Yeah, 1260 for the shark. It honestly, I'll be honest, it feels criminal. Getting that cigar at that price feels criminal. Criminal. It doesn't feel right. Well, anyways, though, this cigar felt right. 4.7 is an amazing cigar. I could probably say I love this cigar, but it's darker and stronger and a heavier experience than regular Liga Bovada number 9. TT, how's your balls? You came in at the end of the show, TT. So regular Liga number 9 is going to be a little more easy to love. However, though, this short flying pig, if you want a heavier, stronger, darker version, you're going to enjoy it. Yeah, that's probably the scariest thing. Honestly, that picture is disturbing. That is disturbing. Yeah, Flying Pig is great, but it is a little darker and a little stronger and heavier than the regular Liga number 9. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going home, going to bed. God bless everyone. Don't mess with Saddam. Amazing stick, 4.7, but remember, it's a heavier, darker, stronger version of a Liga number 9. Still great, though. I probably still would fuck more with the regular Liga number 9, but I'll definitely smoke these on occasion. Great cigar. I'll see you around. You stay fresh. Remember, no cigars in prison and nothing you want in your mouth. See you around.